Hi, welcome to iEducator. This is Teacher Jeff. I'm an educator and an engineer by profession. Today we will discuss the business process management, or simply the BPM. Now, due to the changes in doing business, as mentioned in the introduction part, there is really a need to reassess the way the new breed of managers handle businesses. If you can notice nowadays, customers are impatient, right? They're very sensitive, they're very demanding. And because of that, the growing needs of these customers must be the primary priority of every business organization. And therefore, the business processes done by business organizations have to be re-evaluated to complement with these needs. Addressing this crucial problem with an objective of customer loyalty and retention, business process has to be systematized in the term called business process management. So what is meant by BPM? BPM is a systematic approach in organizing the workflow of the organization in order to be more effective, more well organized, and more flexible to harmonize with the fast changing business environment brought about by the fast changing technology. Now, if we say systematic approach, it means to say that it follows a step by step process or procedure. In simple words, BPM is the way your company manages and improves business processes. This can mean making all sorts of changes to how the process works. For example, you could restructure your process. When we say restructure, you can either remove a step, add a step, or combine steps, etc., or completely re-engineer it using new technology. Now that we've got all of the theory out of the way, you're probably wondering, where do I start? Well, to give you a better idea of some of the most common uses of BPM, we'll cover two practical examples, which you can directly apply to your own business. So the applications of BPM, or business process management, it can be applied in either human resource department, and it can also be applied in publishing. Why HR? Now, if there's one business function that could really benefit from BPM, it's your human resource department. Why? About half of the works is forms or documents management, right? Now, that being said, get the applicant to fill in this document, have the company management sign it, approve it, and sign vacation forms, etc. This can all be extremely chaotic and time consuming. If you may say, you don't want your HR department to be spending half their time making sure the right document is signed, right? Now, if you use BPM software, you can automate all the documents management. For example, you're trying to automate vacation approval. Your employees fill in a form through the software, which is then forwarded to your HR department. And once HR approves, the system sends it over to the management to sign it. Without the software, this would involve a lot of email exchanges. Okay, so moving on, another practical example where BPM can be applied, that would be in publishing businesses. Why publishing? Because if you've ever worked with a big blog or media companies, publishing can be very hectic. If your company publishes a lot, you'll be hearing a lot of, wasn't this past due a week ago? Did the designer finish up the drafts for the new article? Where did that post go? The one we're supposed to publish 2 weeks ago. Now, unless you have a well-structured publishing process, all this chaos can turn into a real problem. Now, with the application of BPM in publishing industries, this is how it looks like. This is how we should start a step-by-step process or procedure. Now, for example, step one, the writer finishes up the article. We start the publishing process for Article X. Okay, that's our step one. And step two, the task is then assigned to the editor-in-chief. And once they've made comments, they mark the task done, and it's back to the writer to make all edits. Okay, that's step number two. After that, that's going to be step number three. Once the article is finalized, the software notifies our designer to create custom images for the post. Okay? And moving on to step number four, the designer uploads the post and completes the task. And finally, our step number five, the editor gets a notification that the post is complete. Then, they upload the article to the WordPress, optimize it using SEO, publish it, and then mark process complete. All right, that's just a brief description of what BPM is all about. I think that's a good place to start. So if you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for the latest updates. Thank you.